Ahoy, fellow modelers! Frankie Day back again on YouTube. Today on YouTube, folks, I got the finished, complete product of my AD-6 Skyraider, Part 2 Skyraider of Jake Cuttlers carrier aircraft group build. This is the second AD-6 Skyraider, so since this one was a lot more closer to get finished up than the original review of the original build for this group build, it'd be a lot more feasible for me to finish this up as well. So there'll be an update this evening on my AD-6 Skyraider number 1. So this is number 2. This completes number 2 build of the group build. And as you can see, folks, I made my homemade insignias right there using decal paper. Stencils right there. You got no decals? Hell with decals. Get stencils, get decal paper. You'd be amazed how much money you can save. There's nothing you cannot do without decal paper when you're up against a rock and a hard spot. Especially you can't find no decals for a kit as ancient as this kit is. Again, like I remind you fellas, that this kit cannot be found nowhere. Only where this kit can possibly be found is on eBay. This kit has been out of production now for over 46 years, and I wouldn't mind getting another one of these kits, folks, because you know these were very good kits at one time for their time. And for $2, this is what you see right here is what you get for $2 back in those days. Now the kit comes with, as you can see, I'll zoom down, bring this camera here. Comes with 3 aviation bosun's mate. You got the aviation bosun's mate right there checking the landing gear. Actually, he's checking the catapult chicken wire, which pulls it off the flight deck for loading up the catapult right there. And over here, this fellow over here, and with the white jersey on, he's aviation ordnance. Make sure that the aircraft has got the ordnance or the safeties are released off the rockets and off the bombs. And we'll swing around a little bit, give a little walk around in this video here, as you can see how those homemade stencils and homemade decals I made come in view with the kit. And like I say, I lost the decals this thing many years ago. I never knew what happened to them. So during the passage of time, folks, they're lost. Over here behind the trailing edge, you got an aviation bosun's mate right here. He's checking out the, making sure that the flaps are down for carrier takeoff. And the pilot's in position here. We'll zoom in a little bit with the pilot here. This is for you, Panzer Bill. Mr. Bill, Panzer Bill. This is for you, dear sir. And we'll swing out a little bit so you can see the fella. Back in 1958 to 1956 to 1967, they changed the flight suits to green instead of orange. These were all orange. The flight suits that the pilots wore were orange. Something to do with safety in case they had to ditch at sea. They with a uniform they could be seen pretty much in the water. Back in World War II, we used the May West, which served the same purpose. And I got the engine covers, inspection covers, mounted in the up position. On the real aircraft, folks, and they were triced up like that, right up over here. They never were triced up; they were more or less laid aside on the ground. And you had boarding ladders up there with aviation machinist mates. They worked on the engine by using a form of scaffold. And I've got the 1,000-pound bomb right there, right over here. I got that installed, painted, all drab with 2 warning bands on the nose. And this is a very nice airplane, folks. I really enjoyed this plane. This is a one-of-a-kind build. You don't see this every day. You don't see it nowhere. This is a 140 scale 1959 Revell AD-6 Skyraider. And for a dinosaur of a model that's been released more than 53 years ago, this kit here is it still ranks top in that category of fidelity of scale. Like I say, this airplane, everything this airplane does It works but flies. The wings fold, flaps go up and down, the ailerons work, the elevators work, rudder works, dive brakes work, landing gear retracts. The engine comes apart. It shows the double row 28,000 horsepower right cycle engine with the AD incorporated for horsepower, what made this airplane fly quite well. And it's a very nice airplane. I think the AD Skyraider is probably one of my best of carrier-based aircraft from the Cold War. And actually, she's supposed to be the successor to the SP-2C Helldiver, but when the war came to an end, there was no longer use of this type of aircraft. So when Korea got underway like that, they more or less started production of ADs and used them. AD Skyraiders came into service in 1947. They left the service in 1969. And South Vietnamese Air Force, they flew them a lot. They're still regarded as Sandy. They still used them until the hostilities of Vietnam came to an end. And most AD Skyraiders now are in museums or in scrap heap. And the AD Skyraider can carry one hell of a ordnance. It can carry a 1,000-pound bomb. It can carry 12 rockets. It carries two 375-gallon auxiliary fuel tanks. And has 450 caliber, 420 millimeter cannons on the wings. And the top speed of the AD Skyraider is 522 miles an hour. Cruising speed is 420. And ADs were actually regarded as MiG killers. And this is a wonderful airplane, folks. This is a wonderful group build right here. So right now I'm behind schedule. Supposed to have my work on my Arizona today. So I'll probably work on it tonight and maybe post a video tomorrow on it, folks. Trying to get the Skyraider finished up as it's done, so it can buy me more time to work on the D-Day group build, my B-26 Marauder, and my AD Skyraider too. I got to get that finished. So next after the Skyraider here, I'm going to start making preparations on my other Skyraider, and I'll make a video of that. Be at the priming stage, ready for final painting, and I'll probably commence final painting on it probably as early as Wednesday. And tonight I'll start working on my Arizona, make a video of that, try to get that out. So right now, folks, this nips this build right in the bud right here. So this is part two of my end of Jake Cutler's group build carrier-based aircraft. This concludes this part two, and I got part one of the AD Skyraider. I have updated that tonight at the stage of it being primed and ready for final painting. And it's been a wonderful finish up build. I've been wanting to finish this airplane up a long time, so thank God that Steve Cutler, Jake Cutler, Steve across the pond, he's got this carrier group build going on. So give me plenty of opportunity to be able to finish up this airplane, which I haven't done in many years. So this concludes the build part two of my end of the 86 Skyraider of Jake Cutler's carrier-based aircraft group build. And stay tuned for my 86 Skyraider number one. I'll have another posting that tonight. And I'd like to thank everybody again for reviewing, and your comments are very warm and welcoming to me. And happy modeling. Please subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video, boys. Y'all take care, fellas. Bye now.